Hey gang, Mark Sweeney here from Austin, Texas, Austin Dental Spa. I'm the chief dentist here at Austin Dental Spa, and if you're tuning in for the first time, every Wednesday we do what we call Wisdom Wednesday, where I try to enlighten you with new things that are coming down the pike in medicine and dentistry. Sometimes we get off topic and go to something that's just in general good for your health, which is where we're going today. But before we get into our main topic for the day, we made the final five list yet again, fifth year in a row. Actually, this is the sixth year, so we've won it, either best dentist or best cosmetic dentist, for the last 5 years in a row, and we're going for number 6. You can actually, right here on your cell phone, while you're watching this, scan in on that QR code and vote right straight from there, or you can go to statesman.com on the internet and go to contest, and you'll see best of the best. They're calling it Community Choice Awards this year, so they've changed it up a little bit. But we're actually in 2 categories. In beauty and health, we're in Best Dental Office, and that's Austin Dental Spa. And in beauty and health people, it's Best Dentist, and there's 5 competitors, me included, for Best Dentist in Austin. So we'd love your support. You can vote every day with one email per person. You can vote every day until June 23rd, I believe it is. So about 10 more days. And we would appreciate your support. We want to be in the winner's circle yet again this year, year number 6. So feel free to check us out and drop a vote every day. It takes about literally 3 minutes to do it once you've logged in the first time. So thanks for your support. Also, last week, if you tuned in, we talked about how positive mental attitude might actually be good for your heart and save you from having a heart attack or a stroke or other cardiovascular illnesses. If you missed that and you're interested in it, you can go to our YouTube channel and see the archives. And on Facebook, we have all the Wisdom Wednesdays archived on the Austin Dental Spa site. So thank you for that. Now let's get to the topic for today. Do adventure seekers actually have a better quality of life? Well, there's actually scientific research to prove that it does happen. And before I get to that, let me just say that I got a little personal experience with that last weekend for my 70th birthday, which was on Sunday. On Saturday, I went down to San Marcos and jumped out of an airplane, 14,000 feet, piece of cake. I did it with my 3 sons, who also were on the same plane, and we all basically rolled out in a tandem jump. It was the only tough part was sitting on the edge of that door and rolling out. But this other guy was going. I was attached to him, and he was going. So off I went too. Once you get out there, it's like you're flying. So I'll do it again. But it was a blast for the first time, and it got me to thinking. Do people who do stuff like that, because I also used to ride motorcycles and I scuba dive every chance I get, and so there's actually some research to prove that people who get out of their comfort zone and do things like jumping out of an airplane actually live healthier lives. It stimulates certain enzymes in the brain, and so here it is, the things that adventure fires up. One scientist, Bianca Whitman, is in the Center for Mind, Brain, and Behavior at the University of Marburg in Germany. She says the brain gets fired up in the reward section, which is like a dopamine release. And so she said that's why people who are adventurous tend to get more motivated to do even more such things. Another study from Georgetown University by an author who wrote a book called Fear Factor said the same thing, that over time, adventurous activities may actually improve your brain health. So there's some scientific background on that to validate this. So I came up with 4 potent perks of being an adventure seeker. Number one, change comes more easily. People who are drawn to thrill-seeking activities have a higher tolerance for uncertainty, and they're more willing, once they take actions like that and live to tell about it, to go on and do even more. We used to call those adrenaline junkies. Number two, your confidence keeps evolving. It's a cumulative effect. So each time you do something that involves taking a risk, that and pushing yourself past your comfort zone, it actually builds your confidence to say, hey, I survived that. I'm going to try something else, which is where the jumping out of an airplane came from on my 70th birthday. Number three, a sense of flow takes over. What is flow? It's this intense feel-good state when you do something and you accomplish it successfully, whether it's running a marathon, climbing a mountain, jumping out of an airplane, going on your first scuba dive. Those are all known as flow. Everybody that went, 3 of the ladies from my office jumped in the plane right before mine, and 4 of us jumped out of the plane I was in, along with a couple of people that weren't in our group. And every one of the 7 of us, when we were on the ground until we left that place, we couldn't wipe the grins off our face. All 3 of my sons, everybody was just smiling, beaming, saying, wow, what a rush that was. You free fall for 1 minute, and then you open the parachute at about 6,000 feet, and you drift down. Took about 6 minutes for the canopy ride, they call it, down, and we landed square on the landing area in this big rectangular pea gravel shaped thing for a soft landing, and it was a blast. And I mean, I had a smile on my face for the rest of the day. So that's known as flow. The more you do of those kind of things, the more you get in the flow, because I guarantee you, you jump out of an airplane at 14,000 feet, you're not thinking about problems at work or what the traffic is like on I-35. You're focused on exactly what's going on right in front of your nose. And number 4, the last potent perk of being an adventure seeker is people that have strong feelings of satisfaction about how they're going to live their lives. They have a sense of flourishing, and this has actually been researched, that people who engage in risky behaviors and live to tell about it actually have what they consider personally to be more satisfying lives. So the bottom line, here's my takeaways on it. Don't hold back. Pick something you've always shied away from and vow to conquer it. Take it in small doses. This will help you gradually build your mental strength and your ability to make those changes. And finally, training yourself to relax on cue. This is a tough one. Regularly practicing breathing exercises and meditation can help you lower your anxiety levels. So all that, take it at what you want, but go jump out of an airplane. It was only about $200, and they have all the equipment. All you got to do is fall and let gravity take care of everything from there. And I'm still smiling about it. So my health tip, I always give a health tip. Health tip for the week is summer is here. It was over 100 degrees the last couple of days. It's supposed to get up to like 107 within the next week or so. So stay hydrated, use your sunscreen, stay in the shade, don't overheat, but mainly stay hydrated. Drink more water than you usually do, and you should make it through the summer just fine. That's it for this week. For another version of Wisdom Wednesday, tune in June.